Good evening. Glad you're with us for Denver 7 News at 5 this Tuesday. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Micah Smith. First tonight, Aurora Interim Police Chief Art Acevedo is resigning from his position just over 1 year after joining the department.
The city announced Acevedo will leave Monday. Interim Deputy Chief Heather Morris will fill this vacancy. Now, Acevedo's been with APD just since December of 2022. He says this was a difficult decision, but he wants to return to Texas to be with family.
Acevedo also spoke on his time with Aurora Police, saying, quote, "Together, we have achieved significant progress in this remarkable, diverse, and welcoming community. I carry with me immense pride in the positive impact we've had. Aurora will forever remain a part of me." Denver 7 Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski is in Aurora tonight, where Acevedo just delivered remarks on his exit.
And Tony, I understand this announcement did not completely come as a surprise.
No, it did not. And here's what we've learned just in the past 24 to 48 hours. There was some pressure to make a decision, stay or go. And earlier today, the acting chief who arrived here in December of 2022 said it's family first.
I, Art Acevedo,
having been duly appointed.
13 months after Aurora's acting chief took that oath, he announced his decision to walk away.
we have been talking about what, for quite a few weeks. It's like, hey, we need you to lose the interim title. But I knew where my heart is. Every time I'd get a video of my son wrestling and I'm not there, it wasn't them, it's me. I can't be without my boy.
Chief Acevedo acknowledged the challenges he's faced since arriving in Aurora. He also amplified his accomplishments, specifically what he called a significant drop in crime and getting the city on the right track in the shadow of the Elijah McClain verdicts and controversies.
This city did not run away from responsibility. This department didn't run away from it. We embraced it.
The now outgoing chief also addressed recent rumblings that he was pressured to make a decision to stay or go. Candidly, phones have been ringing with pressure about whether you're going to stay or leave. Was this 100% your decision, or were you getting pressured to either stay or go?
It's 100% my decision. I know that sometimes people think they're more important and more powerful than they are. That they think they are, but no, it's 100% my decision. And people that don't want me here should be glad I'm leaving, because I guarantee you this ain't my first rodeo, and I can certainly say it won't be my last rodeo.
And it certainly won't be his last rodeo. He's heading back to Texas, where his family resides. That move will be coming in the next few weeks. And bottom line for the city of Aurora, Shannon, it will be their fourth police chief in less than 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of leadership changes. So what about a long-term candidate here to finally fill this job?
Well, Shannon, we asked that question in the news conference, and Art Acevedo gave his opinion quite candidly. He brought in the number 2, an assistant that's worked with him in other departments. He said she is well trained and certainly capable. He suggests the city keep the course and stay in her direction. The city manager, when asked about what is next, he did not commit to a national search. He also said that is not a possibility, or there is a possibility that she could remain as the new chief. So a new job opening in Aurora. We'll see what happens in the weeks ahead. Live in Aurora, I'm Tony Kovaleski.
All right, as always, thank you, Tony. And let's look in closer at what Tony was talking about there. Aurora's new interim police chief has 22 years experience, the last 8 working alongside Acevedo. So previously, APD said Heather Morris worked with Houston's police department from '99 to 2021 when she retired as assistant chief. She briefly served as Acevedo's second in command during his time with Miami's police department. Morris was named Aurora's interim deputy chief last March. She is expected to be sworn in as interim chief on Monday.